This week sees another massive Nintendo Switch eShop sale, and this has a really nice selection from anime to default for digital drops, and today I have 12 of my favourites covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. I also then have 2 winners coming up later in the video for 2 $10 eShop gift cards, and I also have 2 more to give away in next Saturday's video. Enter by dropping a comment down below. Alright, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, that supports the channel a huge amount, and yeah, let's get into it. First up, Pepper Grinder, and this is a relatively recent release from Devolver Digital and a gem in my opinion. Now if you do want something a little deeper on the experience, you can check out my review in the pinned comments, but at its core this one is an action platformer, but what makes it so impressive is the game's movement mechanics, which are all linked to the title Grinder, this massive drill that just sends your character sipping all over the place. Now I will admit it takes some getting used to, but it gets really creative and really tricky. Love the game though, can easily recommend it at full price, so it's getting all of my support here with this new low price of 33% off. The only thing that may put some off transparently, it is on the shorter side with a completion time of around 3 to 4 hours. A batch of games here then, and that's the Sniper releases. They all have a discount. Sniper Elite V2 Remastered and Sniper Elite 3 Ultimate Edition. They are both 80% off each, both a new low price. And then finally, Sniper Elite 4, that's 75% off, that actually matches the low price. Just great games these, third-person shooters where you'll tackle small sandbox locations and take down a number of targets. Now, it's all set during the war, and the sniper gameplay is incredibly satisfying thanks to a gory slow-mo camera that does kick in. Now the games do struggle when it comes to close quarters combat in my opinion, but you don't need to play that way, and yeah, my favourite is the second personally, but that's purely nostalgia as I did play it back in the day. Fantastic ports as well on the system, definitely recommended from me. The Pedestrian then gets 40% off a new low price. I played this at launch, and if you enjoy puzzle games, this is great stuff. The concept is simple enough. Guide a stickman through increasingly challenging puzzle levels by moving street and office signs that you do traverse. The backgrounds are stunning, tons of intricate detail and variety. Then the gameplay ramps up in difficulty at a really nice pace, which I think will suit all. Now if you haven't taken a look at this game, definitely worth it, and yeah, basically I wouldn't say overlook it, it's really unique, really interesting, and yeah, I'll actually be featuring this in a couple of weeks as I'm now circling back to my best puzzle games list, and this absolutely has to feature. Midnight Fight Express is a gem, and this isometric brawler puts you in the middle of a battle against a criminal organisation that's trying to take over the city. I was genuinely impressed by the challenge it offers, coupled with its incredibly fun gameplay. The visual style is minimalistic but striking, and the combat mechanics just incredibly satisfying. As you progress through the game, additionally expect to level up, find new weapons, and even change your wardrobe if customization is your thing. It also has some fun with the genre too, such as a level where you're having a pillow fight at a tech company. Just kind of gets a little bit weird, and I really appreciate that. Personally, I do think it is a standout title in the genre. It's also a really good port, and it's 40% off, matching the low price. I will add here as well, I did review this on the channel on one of the few reviews out there, so find it in the pinned comments. SIGNALIS is back with 30% off and matching the low price. Now if you're a fan of classic horror experiences, this game is a must-buy for your library. It is a survival horror game set in a dystopian future where you assume the role of a technician exploring the world in search of a lost partner. Now prepare to navigate through challenging puzzles, encounter various enemies and manage scarce resources to of course get out of this alive. While most of the game features an isometric style, it also includes moments that do switch to a first-person perspective, and that really adds a nice kind of layer of creepiness. My only minor criticism is that the story can sometimes be a little too convoluted for its own good, but overall it is good stuff, and you can find my review below. Alien Isolation is an incredible game, and the Switch version is often considered one of the best builds out there. It is a first-person survival horror game with a strong emphasis on stealth. Now here you will be playing as Ripley's daughter, embarking on a mission to uncover the truth about her mother's disappearance. Now the game takes place in a station where a black box containing potential answers was discovered, and you're basically going there to research it. However, unfortunately, on arrival, this station is now infested with hostile aliens and unfriendly local androids. I was impressed with the game upon its initial release, and it continues to impress me to this day. Now, discount wise then, it's 25% off, matching the low price, and that doesn't sound like a lot for an older game, but do remember, this actually had a permanent price drop from $40 to $20, so it is quite the saving. But yeah, if you want atmospheric horror, definitely come here. My pickup of the week then is MEGATON Musashi W. I think I'm saying that right, but I'm picking this up because I got a lot of comments saying I should have mentioned this on last week's video, and I've never played it, so I'm jumping in. It is a massive discount for a relatively new game, 50% off. That is a new low price, and my understanding is it's an action RPG all about mechs battling it out, and it pays a huge focus to its story. It also comes in from level 5, who have quite the catalogue, Professor Layton and Inazuma to name a couple. But yeah, if you've played this, let us know all about it in the comments down below, and yeah, I may even drop some coverage for this one on the channel once I do wrap it up. Just expect that to take a while though, as I do expect it to pack a decent runtime. Shredder's Revenge then was on sale just a few weeks back, but it's back again now with 35% off a new low price, and if you're a fan of brawlers on the Switch, this title easily holds up as one of the very best in the genre, and for many the best on the system. It just takes everything you love about classic beat-em-ups and gives it that modern twist. The game even allows for up to 6 players to join in online, which just turns the action into absolute mayhem, and I absolutely loved it. Now regarding story, as usual, Shredder is up to no good. It is your job now to bring him down. Not only then is the gameplay fantastic, but the graphics and the animations are top notch. And yeah, personally, I grew up with this era of the Turtles, so this game holds a special place in my heart, and I do tend to go back and forth between which is the best beat 'em up on the system, this or Streets of Rage 4, and yeah, just take a look at my review below, see if it's going to be one for you. Our first winner of the week then is Color, who forgot about Darkest Dungeon. Congrats on the win, email me for the code, and everyone else, there is a second winner coming up here shortly in the video. The Pathless is here then with a 60% discount. That is a new low price, and I reviewed this on the channel. Find that link down below. This adventure exploration game features a mystical island where you take down the evil forces that have overtaken it. What makes the Pathless unique though is its movement mechanics, just incredibly fast paced, and you'll be using a bow and arrow to maintain your stamina by shooting gems scattered throughout the land. Expect occasional boss encounters, however, these are more reflex based with platforming rather than traditional combat, and notably there are no real enemies in this one. It focuses instead on exploration and solving environmental puzzles, and for me, there's definitely a hint of Breath of the Wild in here as well. Danger is the second winner then, and heads up, I write the script and choose winners at the last moment, but here's an example of someone shouting out Megaton. Congrats on the win, Danger, email me for the code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance in next week's video. Demon Slayer is a must-buy for fans of 3D arena brawlers, and in my opinion it is the best on the system right now. It's also 66% off, and that is a new low price. Now I personally really enjoy the genre, and this one is very much what you would expect. Simple controls which deliver these devastating results, and that just means it's not only satisfying, but it's easy for anyone to jump in and play. Now, as a big fan of the anime as well, I really enjoyed the story mode. It takes you through season 1 and the movie, and it even has some like explorable locations. I'm sure these are very linear, and they wouldn't be a reason to buy the game, but I actually still enjoyed this opportunity just, basically to run around them. And that is the video down. Will you be checking out any of these games? Let us know in the comments. If you do have any recommendations of your own right now as well, it is a big sale. Love to hear about them too. With that, then a shout out to the patrons and the channel members who are going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. Helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, news and lists daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.